Okie dokie, so we are live here. It is Short Track Friday of the 2024 5th edition of Spooky Night Grand Prix. We are here with the Jackson Cook Outlaw Late Model Tour, which is the opening feature. Let me teleport amp. Alright, that being said, first person out, Mr. Flum Dude. Let me see if there's another name he goes by. I don't believe I'm going to say that name. I believe that is Mason. That is Mason. Alright, so Mason Kluczynski, or Kluczynski, foolish name. That being said, that's going to be the first person going out. Green flag out on the track for Mason. So we got, I believe, a 5 to 6 car field, maybe 7. And it's going to be a 50 lap race with 250 Robux on the line for the winner. First lap is out for him. Mason Kluczynski making his way out of 3 and 4, crossing the start finish line at 13.655. There's 2 more laps to go. We've been seeing lap times in the mid 12 range, so we might be seeing that go through. Again, that was an out lap, so it's just a bit of a warm up. Second time for Mason Kluczynski. A 12.789, white flag in there for Mason Kluczynski. Now going down the back straight. Out of 3 and 4. And the checkers are out for Kluczynski. I say that absolutely horribly, I'm sorry. Make your way out into the pit lane. I'm just going to call you Mason. So Mason, pull it off of 4, pull into the pit lane, just head to the end of the pit lane. And one of those little pit boxes. Alright. Up next, a pretty big name from 51 DRS to come back here today. It's Saturn. So Saturn out on the track. And it's going to be the first lap for them at Purple Sector 3 on their out lap. Now Saturn making their way through 3 and 4. Crossing the start finish line, it's a 12.932. That's the first lap, second lap now. Now mind you, these cars have a whole 100 horsepower extra from the ROX Mods. These are the most powerful cars running this weekend. And he goes top of the board. 12.432. The white flag in the air for Saturn Turner. He's got a green sector 1. Can he go even faster? Out of the final turn, Saturn Turner will not improve. But a great run. That second lap there, 12.432. Please make your way off into the pit lane. Not there. Not there. Pit lane. Hold up. Pit lane. Pit lane. Pit lane. Not there. Pit lane. Off of turn number 4. Saturn. Saturn. We're waiting on you. So, again, I must remind you guys, please make your way out of turn 4. Do not back up. Just go through turn 4 the regular way. Head to the pit lane. Let's make sure we all remember to do that. And next up is Swan. Or GPMA Crack. Green flag is out for you. Juan has been a bit of a dark horse in JCOLMT. Has had some good shots at podiums in the past. He was looking pretty alright in practice. We'll see if he can go any faster. He's got a purple sector 1 on his first lap. He's going to go a little bit high off of 4. He's going to tap that wall. First lap now for Juan is a 13.783. That's his first lap. Second lap now. Either way out 3 and 4. Does improve a little bit. They're still going to be in that third place spot. The white flag in the air. Down the backstretch into 3 and 4. A green sector 2, but he's going to tap the wall again. It's going to hurt. Alright, checkers are out. If you could please make your way out of turn number 4 into the pit lane, it'd be greatly appreciated. And up next is the guy running the series, Jackson Cook. We've seen him win an SLC before. He had a win in the ROX Mods at Hoosier Speedway. Let's see what he can do today. The green flag's out for Jackson Cook in the 38 machine. Jackson Cook was looking pretty good in the practice session. Now as he makes his way onto the track, first lap starting. Sector 1. It's looking pretty darn good. Now Jackson Cook down the back straight into 3 and 4. It's a very short track here, very short but very tight lap. Jackson Cook out to the front stretch. He'll go second on the board. There's 2 more shots for Jackson Cook to improve. So he makes his way down the back stretch into the white flag here. Jackson gets loose off of 4 with 1 more lap to go. 38 machine down the back stretch one last time as they run it into 3 and 4. A grain sector 1, good looking sector 2 down the front stretch. They will improve, but they're just shy of pole. A 12.680, the checkers are out. That was a good effort by Jackson Cook as the next one up is the 51 from 51 DRS SBMS 37. Green flag is out for you. Now, NASCAR Fan is a bit of a runner-up in the series for the for running the championship. This is not a points race, however, good experience to get on the track to get familiar with the cars. We've got another race coming up in Owasso in a couple of hours. It'll run between the Formula Micro and the double back-to-back racing between Stockeye 4 and the Fox Bodies. He was looking really fast in the practice session. Let's see if that's going to be a system that continues on a second lap. Will not be improving. This time by for SPMS NASCAR Fan, the white flag in the air. Out of 3 and 4. Got a purple sector 2. Can he go for the pole? He's going to stay in third, but, well, he's going to move up to third. And he's just about 22 thousandths off of Jackson Cook. So a very great qualifying effort by SPMS. Can you please make your way through turn 4? That'd be greatly appreciated. Up next, taking over my ride for the race, because I want to be the one hosting, we got Emp Mellon, or otherwise known as No Dude. Me and him also have been at each other's throats in the past. I don't really have anything against anyone. Oh, but here he is spinning out on his outlap. You gotta be these are a very loose setup. You gotta be very patient on that throttle. You didn't really show up with much practice. It's a second gear track too. So you might be having some issues here. No Dude out of the final turn on this first lap. This one's going to be able to throw away. Second lap for Noah Dude. He's going to take the middle lane through 3 and 4, or through 1 and 2. Down the back stretch into 3 and 4. The turns are pretty much the same here. Well, let's not smite people. We don't know if the collide's going to be broken. 1 lap to go for Noah Dude, so please do not smite people. 2 greens, but he spins it. Might want to just pull into the pit lane. Spins and pulls back into the pits. And who smited who? Is it SPMS? Because we don't want to do collide, alright? Because we don't know how good the collide is going to work here. Up next, I think it might be the last car qualifying, Steve Waters. I taught Steve a couple of things to do onto the track, so we might be seeing some improvement. It's got to be on the outside, on the straights, inside on the corners. He's a really clean driver, is one thing I could say for certain. It doesn't really make a lot of major mistakes. He takes a very conservative line there. Goes down the inside. It's first lap now for Steve Waters at 13.546. That's going to round him in the back. But he's got 2 more shots to improve. A 2.955. Sector 1. Down the backstretch into 3 and 4. Here is Steve Waters. Second lap in. He will pass 1 for the 6th place spot. Now down the backstretch on his final lap. The white flag in the air. Into 3 and 4. Can he improve himself? He will stay where he is. Checkers are out. I believe that will probably do it for qualifying. Is there anyone else that we need to teleport? If your camera's broken, press V. I've said it before. Yeah, press V. Press V. Or there's a button. I don't know what the button is, but check your controller and try to find the button that locks your camera. This is specifically made for console users. Yeah. So is there anyone else that wants to qualify? I'm going to check the VC one last time. See if there's anyone new. Ron Vibes does not seem to be signed up. So, that being said, if we could line up on the front stretch, please don't cross the line. Your brakes are worse than you think they are. Just go very slowly. Line inside will be on the second to bottom. Outside's gonna be on the top line. Please line your car up on the lines. My dog is barking. I apologize. Saturn Turner's gonna be here. We need Jackson Cook here. If you can line your cars up on the lines, please. Because of the track, we separate each other, or because of the cars being typically laggy, could we give each other some extra space? NASCAR Jude, Mr. Flum, if you could line up on the back of the line here, or on the line here. Just line your nose up to me. Alright, Mason. It's SBMS Racing. So SBMS is going to be lined up here. And the SBMS line up here. And again, we are in a time crunch, so we're going to be clearing the cars out. Once they are, I want you guys to press your parking brake and hop out once we're all lined up. SBMS, if you back it up a little bit, I'll do it for you. Next person, if you could back up another row, that's going to be Noah Dude. So actually Noah Dude back to here, where I'm lined up. And the outside's going to be Steve Waters. You're good to line up on that line. So Steve Waters, back it up. Reason why is because these cars tend to have a little bit of lag. We know that. Again, if you guys will hop out of your cars, we're going to not do the anthem because we're going to get straight to the event. We know you guys just want to get this one done with. We're going to hear the anthem a lot more today, especially for the ROX Mods. So unless you guys want to, if you guys all do, then say why right now, and I'll get one up right now. But we got a lot of other features. Fine, we'll do the anthem. We'll do the call to the cars then right after. So this is going to be a 50-lap race. We're going to do, we usually do 5 laps of pacing, but because you guys are a little unfamiliar, we're going to do 10. That'll go by actually a lot faster than you think it does. I promise you. This is a very short track. 10 laps of pacing is going to feel like maybe a minute or two. So, just a bit to fully get familiarized with pacing. And once that's done, we'll get on to that. After this, we'll be doing a podium once the race is done. The winner will line the car up in victory lane. The top 3 will start. Will be up on the podium with them. So we'll get to that in just a moment. So let me make sure everyone is out of their cars. The reason we do this is mainly to make sure that everyone is in their car and ready when it's time. And while we do the anthem is a bit of a warm-up session. So prepare yourselves. You guys can face the flag over there off of turn number 4. And put your hand over your heart. And let's begin. Alright, drivers, to your cars. Once everyone's in their cars, we'll start our pacing. We're going to do, again, 10 pace laps. We got a 50-lap feature ahead of us. So watch the lights. Ignore what you see right now. Yellow flag is out. Go in the car ahead of you goes. Pace speed is going to be 40 on the inside. The outside is going to be 50 on the turns. And then back to 40 on the straights. So let's try to pace here as well as we can. Stay behind the car that is ahead of you. We got about 10 laps to figure ourselves out here. We're going to keep the board since this is a non-points race. You don't need to worry about points or anything like that. You see the board right there. Jackson Cook, if you could go slower through the turns. Just a little bit. We're doing pretty good on pacing, so we'll go from the back to the front. Though we do need Noah to keep it up a little bit. In the back of the field.
Check up from the inside thing.
Yeah. We got one that is going to be our 7th place starter. He'll be in the 4 car. Hunt Brothers Pizza Machine. In the NOS 41, that is Steve Waters in 6th place. In the 95, in 5th place, that is Noah Dude, otherwise known as Imp Melon. In the 4th place spot to the outside, we have Mason Kwiksinski, who's right here. In the 70 Pink and Black Machine. We need him to move up, actually. Well, it's not a tire warm. It tends to cause a little bit of issues with pacing. To the inside of that is NASCAR fan 8137 SBMS. Jackson Cook, if you could move up. Doing good on pacing for the most part. So that's SBMS. He is the first one to start on the podium. Now to the front row, Jackson Cook in the 38 machine. That is, again, the guy that runs the series. Won't be running it for this race, but he'll be running the one for the real one for points later on. Our pole sitter is Saturn Turner, who makes a return. Pretty darn good lineup for the race today. Steve Waters, if you can move up through the corner. I'd appreciate if you guys try not to jump the start. The jump point will be the start-finish line. If someone is genuinely bad at starting, you will be allowed to pass them. For example, Mason, please move up. Same thing for Jackson. We need the outside to move up just a bit. So we are 4 laps to go until this feature goes green. There's a lot of good picks here today. I think Saturn might be the most consistent, but he has had a history of choking. I believe he has won, however, at the 51 DRS Patriot Grand Prix feature last year. So he does have a pretty successful history here. However, that was at the temporary oval, which was only ran 1 time. I don't know what his history on the actual track Loans oval has been. Might be a little bit more rough. Steve Waters, if you can move up again. We're 3 laps out. Steve Waters, please move up. You want to be about a nose length ahead of the car that's on your inside. And that is the 95 car of M. Mellon. We need Steve Waters to move up again. Please move up further. You got to go fast in the corners. You're going slow in the corners, and that's costing you a lot of time. We're doing pretty good for pacing now. And that's a good thing. Remember, we're going to be doing spin caution, so if a car spins and I don't catch it, you can stop yourself and say C. Or just stop yourself and I'll catch you. Alright, 1 to go. We need to lock in. Steve Waters, move up. Steve Waters, move up. Steve Waters, move up. Come on. This is it. Lights are black. We'll be going off of 4. Out of 3 and 4, the green flag is out. A clean start for everyone. Good way to start the race. I don't think No Dude was supposed to start back there, but we're going to call it as it is. Side by side for the lead between Jackson Cook and Saturn Turner. Jackson Cook takes the lead today at Supercar Grand Prix's opening feature on Friday. Nova, if you can watch the cars in the back, make sure there's no spinners. I'll focus on the front.
Yep.
Thank you. A big pack in the middle, but meanwhile, Saturn Turner, Jackson Cook going edge to edge here. Both of them fighting. Oh, Jackson gets loose. Saturn takes the lead.
Oh, the spinner. Front stretch. He saved it.
Oh, we got 2. Yellow flag.
Oh, damn.
And it's going to go to Saturn. Jackson Cook. Third goes to Mason. Then it is Steve Waters. I'm going to just run a race back here. It is then Juan, Noah Dude, and NASCAR fan. We're going to go single file now, guys. I'm not gonna strike anyone there. Let's just try to get going as soon as we can. We'll be going next lap once we're in order. Again, single file, guys. That is how we're gonna start. We're doing pretty good so far, although it's a little bit iffy there for third place. We need Steve Waters to move up. All right, we're gonna try to go green this lap. Noah Dude, come on, back off. Back off. Steve Waters, just a bit up. Let's lock in, folks. We are going through each other like this. We're going to call it off. Green flag. Allowed to pass nobody, because we were good. That was a clean start. Okay. Saturn Turner getting the lead back. Jackson Cook is a little bit loose. Oh, but Noah Dude goes around. Has he fully gone around? I think he has. The yellow flag is out. We're gonna call it one based off the board. We're gonna review that one. Get the race back order real quickly. Review line up by the board, or line up as the board goes. Let me see how that one went. I don't know if SBMS saved, or I don't know if I know you say that one or not. But order was so Saturn's first. Jackson second, I believe. Lag spike here. It's really hard to tell. Actually, it's Juan to get second. Jackson third. Mason fourth. SPMS in fifth. Sixth place is Steve Waters. And then our spinner Noah Dude. So let's get in that order, which we are. So this lap, we're going to try to go green. Green flag. Allowed to pass the 4. A great start by Saturn Turner. Nope, we stay green. We stay green. And it looks like Saturn's just going to get away with it. As Jackson Cook might be disconnecting. If he gets past, we'll call a caution here. Yellow flag. We got a caution for Jackson Cook. If he's not back by the next lap, we'll call the red. So the yellow flag is out. Is Saturn, SPMS, Steve, Noah, and then it is behind Noah. It is Mason and.
Oh, he's disconnected.
Or I mean, it's Juan the Mason. All right. If Jackson could get back into his car, if he could teleport him back to his car, we'll get going. Make sure he's not collide, though.
I just TP'd him. There you go.
Okay. Merge with the back of the field, Jackson. And guys, line up single file. Don't be driving through each other, please. Single file it out. Figure out your order. Stay in your order. I know it's tough with the lag spikes, but just focus. If one of you guys is causing issues, we need Steve Waters to move up. Alright, we're going to call the... If you two need to get your order together, do not pass car that is ahead of you. If you do, again, we're going to call the red. We're going to figure out the order. If one of you guys is messing up, again, we're going to call the red. You're going to be moved to the back. We want to get this one done with, but we want... okay, no to the back. No to the back. No to the back, causing issues with pacing. We gotta get this one going. No, dude, please move up. Juan, Mason, lock in. We're gonna go green this lap. Please do not pass a car that is ahead of you. Guys, I'll call it off. Green flag. Allowed to pass the NOS car. We're going to call that off. We're calling that off. Calling it off, calling it off, calling it off. Do not continue to go. Again, guys, stay behind the car that is ahead of you until you cross the start-finish line. Just because I allow you to pass one car does not mean you can blow by 100 people. We're going to retry that. Don't try to pass people. Again, that is a warning. Next person that does that is going to the back of the field. You just gotta stay behind the car that's ahead of you until you cross the start-finish line. That's for Mason. Thank you, sir. We'll be going green next lap. Stay together. Stay behind the car that's ahead of you. Mason, don't screw around. Focus here. Do as best as you can. Were we on lap 20? We're on lap 20. Green flag. No jumps to call, it's clean this time. So Saturn Turner off to lead more laps. We got 3 wide there for the second place spot. As now there's 4 cars going at it. Look at that on the exit. We're going to turn the lights to green now. Saturn Turner leads off another lap. Can one of you guys try to get a photo, by the way? I know we got free campers. Oh, what's going off of 4? I can't see from the angle. I think we're good. I think Mason Kleksinski's got into some issues, as there's another car going up against the wall. He'll keep on going, though, as next lap will be seeing the halfway point. Again, patience is key to this track, and I think no dude went on the throttle too early. And this time by, we are in the crossfires. We are halfway done with today's race. Alright, Nova, just watch the cars in the back.
Yeah, oh, fourth round.
Did he get around fully? Yes, he is. Okay.
Yeah, he's
one lap race back. Keep on going. Keep on going. This is going to be the race back lap here. And our order is as follows: Saturn, Turner, the NASCAR fan, Jackson Cook, Steve Waters, Mason, Juan, and then it is Noah, dude. So please line up single file. We're doing pretty good. Again, please lock in as best as you can. Mason, or not Mason, Steve, just stay behind the car ahead of you. Do not try to divert. You do that, we'll have to call a start off. We'll have to put you in the back. Steve Waters, come on. We'll go green in the next lap with 19 laps to go. So next lap. Let's go black this lap. Get in order. Steve Waters, move up. If you mess up again, you're going to go to the back of the field. Alright, we're calling the start off. Calling the start off. Cars in the back. Mason, you got one more chance to fit yourselves. You do that, mess up again, you're going to go to the back of the field. Get in your order. SPMS, move up. Everyone get in order. It's easy to pace. Every other class can do this. It's just you guys need to focus and stay behind the car that's ahead of you. I know these cars get a little bit of lag, but if you spread out a little bit, it'll be easier. Mason, stop passing the NOS car. Alright, we're going to try to go green this lap. We need Juan. Move up. Okay. Juan, back off. Green flag. Allowed to pass because Mason had just a shit start there. But again, guys, come the fuck on. This is why these races get so much caution laps. I'm trying to make a clean start. The green is back
Somebody went
on.
around, saved it though.
Alright. Well, for the lead, we got Jackson Cook and Juan again nearly losing. I think Juan is on his last chance. If he spins again, he'll be out, I believe. We'll see. Meanwhile, for the lead, though, Jackson Cook coming back up top.
51 round.
Around. Yellow flag is out again. And Jackson Cook gets the race back. Saturn in second. Third to Juan. Then it's Steve Waters. Then it's Noah Dude. Mason spinning, but he gets it back. SBMS, I believe you're on your second strike. So next time you spin out, that'll be it. Let's get in order. To Mason. Gonna watch that race back right there to see what happened in the back. So it's Jackson Cook, Saturn, Juan, Steve Waters, Noah Dude, and Mason. Alright, we're in a good order, so this time we're going to go green. So prepare yourselves. Jackson get the lead, Jackson get the lead, Jackson to the lead. Green flag. That's a clean start. Saturn side by side, and the 95 goes around again. Yellow flag. Race back happening again. Jackson Cook, Saturn, Juan, Steve Waters, Mason, and SPMS. Noah Dude, I think this is your last one. You spin out again, you're done. This time by, we have 10 laps to go. This is not including overtime. If we have any overtime period, that is extra laps. If we have a caution on the first lap, then we'll go at it again. There's no cautions on the second lap. So on the white flag, the race ends. We do not call cautions. The race just ends. So we got a good order set up here. Let's maintain it. Next time by, we'll go green. Again, I must remind you guys not to pass car review until you cross the start-finish line. For future... Steve Waters, move up. You do that again, I'll have to move you to the back. You've been having pacing issues throughout the day. Mason, move up. No Dude, stay in the back. We're making our way now through the final turn. Green flag. No jumps to call. That was clean, a great start by Jackson Cook. Saturn's in second. He rebounded a bit there. Lost a couple spots for a second. Now off of 4. Jackson Cook lean off another lap. As there is Calamity in the midfield. One gets loose, but we're 3 wide. The 4-car battle raging on off of turn number 4. Steve Waters is going to lose that 4th place position. As a battle in the midfield raging on for the podium position. They all want that trophy. Oh, Jackson Cook nearly loses it, but he does keep it going. We are 5 to go. We keep it green. Saturn Turner turns the events. He takes the lead. And an unfortunate mistake for Jackson Cook. Saturn's got nothing to lose. He needs to keep himself together, and he's got this one in the bag. As the 95 nearly losing again. Again, if he spins out, that's going to be his race. This time by, 3 laps to go.
Oh,
Mason
4's around.
Oh, yellow flag. Yellow flag is...
That's not what Saturn wanted to see.
Nope. Saturn's got a lead that's gone. And Jackson takes second. We'll be reviewing third. And we are going into overtime. So lineup as those positions are set. We are still going on track. Saturn is leading us off. Juan to the back. Let's see the positions. We're going to set to lap 55. Let's see the positions of that last restart because it looked very close for the 3rd place. I want to verify. It was Mason ahead of, so we're good there. The rest of the positions are good. So we're going to go green on lap 53. Just get comfortable, focus on pacing. We need Steve to move up. What a race this has been. It's been chaotic. It's been messy. It's been pretty brutal, but that's the usual fashion for track loans. It can give, it could take away. It's not a very nice track. It's a very mean one. We need Juan in the back. We need Juan to the back. Again, you're the spinner. Juan to the back. You are the spinner. You caused a caution. You need to go to the back. You're being parked. I'm going to start counting down from 5 for Juan to move to the back, or else you're being parked. 5, 4. Okay, good. Stay back there. We're going green this lap. Lights are black. We're going to do overtime. Stay in your positions, or else we're going to do more overtime, and you're going to be in the back. 3 and 4. Green flag. No jumps to call. A clean start. Saturn, now we got 3 wide for the lead. But it does go in favor of Saturn, but Jackson Cook is just behind him. We have a white flag in the air. Side by side for the lead. Now down the back straight. Into 3 and 4. Jackson Cook is going to make a dive bomb for the lead. He gets it! Saturn in second, and SBMS is in third. You guys could head to the start-finish line. Everyone else to the pit lane or track exit.
An absolute heartbreaker for Saturn.
But a barn burner for the finish. As here's Jackson with some celebratory donuts to get served out here on the speedway. Jackson Cook getting it done right on the final turn. What a crazy way to end the first race of Short Track Friday. Now, we had one yesterday with the Midgets, but this one was a barn burner. Now, we got a lot of other races coming up, by the way. In 1 hour, we got the Stock Guy 4 and AASC FOTS bodies at 3 p.m. USPST. At 4 p.m., Jackson Cook's going to be running the Outlaws at Wasso. If you guys are interested in any of that, it'll not interfere with any of the scheduling. And if we could get the top 3 to the podium. There's a podium there on Victory Lane. You guys get a trophy, you guys get a drink. Please do not take the drink, Dale. Dale. I'm serious. Alright. SPMS, take your drink, and Saturn, take your drink. Let Saturn get his drink. Move positions, by the way. Saturn and Jackson, please do a switch. We're going to get our Victory Lane photo in just a second. Let's also get the American Anthem. So. One more song to get on. Give me a second here. Gotta get it. Apparently the copying didn't work. It did. Alright. What a fantastic race to start off the Short Track Friday course of events. Again, we got a lot more coming up after this. Stock Eye floors, the Fox bodies, AASC. It's going to be back-to-back racing at 3 p.m. USPST. The Stock Eye floors will be doing a 20-lap feature. Fox bodies are going to be doing, I believe, 25 or 30. And then after that, at 4 p.m., these guys get it going at Owasso. And then at 5 p.m., prepare yourselves for some Formula Micro action here at the Speedway. At 7 p.m., we get going with the ROX Mods and one of their top races, the premiere, on Short Track Friday. Of course, there's more races going on Saturday, but we'll get to that one as it goes on. We're going to interview Jackson Cook here, getting it done on the final turn. And what a turn of events. You had to go all the way from the back. You make your way back up to the front. What do you got to say about today's race, Jackson Cook?
But he choked it, so now I can make fun of him for it. He's definitely crying in those black eyes of his that I see right here. Stanley, okay. I still beat you today. You sold yet another Outlaw race, buddy. Well, yeah, it felt good. I nearly choked at the end and I thought it was over. And I didn't want to get beaten by Mason or whoever the hell that was. But, yeah. These are Nova. Buddy, what you got to say for yourself? Stop it! They're touching me!
Okay. So how was the races, and what do you think it's going to come up to Owasso? And I probably will not be able to be there, so there's a lot to talk about. I want to give you the opportunity to talk to anyone watching here what's going up there in a couple of hours.
Yeah, we're racing at Owasso today. It's going to be the first ever race that the track is going to hold because I just recently made the model. I'm very excited for it, but I'm expecting of shit racing because half the people in my league don't practice at all, and then they end up wrecking. And then they sometimes like to complain about things, and it makes me sad. But I'm looking forward to it, and then we go to Plymouth next week, which is quote-unquote an SLC track. So, yeah, it's going to be fun today. At least for everybody else, but not me because I'm the host.
All right. So is there anything else you want to say before we get on to Saturn?
Saturn's a choker. He's a choke artist.
Okay. All right. Well, let's move Saturn onto the stage. If you could do that for me, I'm finalizing the rest of the results.
He doesn't speak. He doesn't speak.
That's okay. We'll interview him then. Let me just get the results. Mason.
You can interview in chat, but not.
Yeah, that's fine. Juan, Mason, and then behind Mason it was Steve Waters. No, dude.
I am not fat, buddy. And you have a who has 3 more IRL Berlin Raceway wins than you?
Alright, anyway, so we're going to move on to Saturn here. So Saturn here had it for most of the race. Something happening there late on the final turn. Got a little bit loose from what I saw. So that was an unfortunate deal. However, had a great shot. Let me try to send it. Alright, so Saturn says, honestly, I thought Jackson was just in front of me, and I tried to send it. So what was going on in that late race restart in your mind? I don't know, I was just trying to push it, it says Saturn. Alright, well, you come home with the silver zombie hand and one of our brand new trophies for Spooky Night Grand Prix. A very new addition, as well as a drink to go with it, a fizzy green drink. So that is something to take home with you for certain. Again, there are a lot more races coming up in... wait, who calls that late race caution again? I believe that was Juan. I think we know who he's putting on his list. Yeah, let's see. He's walking. He had it all in the bag, but unfortunately that late race caution is what messed things up a little.
He's going to do things to Juan.
Yeah. Saturn clearly a little bit upset. Is that all you want to say, by the way, before we move on to third place? Alright. Well, thank you there, Saturn. We're going to now move on to SBMS, who had a couple back and forth moves. It comes back on to take home a bronze zombie hand. Again, the new trophy for track loans. And coming home with a podium. Let me see if I could, yeah, he's here. Okay. I got a copy.
I forgot I can put myself up here.
Oh, you can. Okay. So, a lot of back and forth here, but what happened on that late race restart? Put you up to the podium.
No, well, I knew I wasn't going to win it because I knew freaking Saturn or Jackson. I knew one of them was going to take it, so I'm happy with third. But I know someone said I jumped, but I did go as soon as I saw green, so I guess it was just a good start. But I don't know, it's just a sad day for me, but glad to take home P3, and I'm glad to help represent my. Well, today basically is a tribute day for my grandfather for racing, so don't have the tribute car here, but we'll have it at Owasso.
Sure.
13 years ago tomorrow, he'll have passed away.
It's a little bit of a sad turn of events, but still, I guess there is something definitely to look up to. Again, a solid podium, and in the history of track loans, not a lot of people really get that. So,
I think I finished
Fucking
podium in all the freaking Patriot GP and SNGP races I've raced in.
might have.
I don't think I've ever won at this track.
It's a
Oh
tough.
wait, Robo.
Win here is
Hey,
is
Robo.
a real hard
Tough.
one.
It's
Yeah,
just
Hold up, Robo, you piece of crap.
yeah. What was
You
up,
said
Jackson?
that Saturn won the 51 DRS feature from last year. No,
Was it-
we did not.
Who
no.
won it?
Jackson won the feature. Jackson won the feature.
That's 2 Outlaw features now, boy.
I see. Okay. I was wrong. Sorry. There's so many races on this track that digging down the history, bit of a bitch.
I
to
was
say the
gonna
least.
correct Jackson. I was just about to correct him on that too.
Yeah, I don't know any better. There's like a million races here. So my bad on that misinformation. But however,
I
get
lost
another
my
one
bottle.
done. Oh,
Oh, Saturn, you broke your car.
all right. So I'm gonna have the stock I4s and the Fox bodies now. Is there anything else you want to say before we move on to the fourth place finisher?
Congratulations, Jackson, and good job, Saturn.
All right. I think there's me a mess. So I think up next, if I could check the order. I can't. Oh, you blocked me, right? That's why I can't send you the. Okay. Up next in the order was Juan for some reason. I'm not quite sure why, but I'm not gonna question. He's not here though to be interviewed, so we'll move on to the next one down. The next one down actually that stayed is. Oh, it's Turbo. All right. If you can move him up here. Steve Waters, he scored, I believe, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th place. He did beat out Noah Dude. Had a couple runs there in the 4th place position throughout the day, although falling a little bit back at the end. Start pretty much, or you finished just about where you started. Been a bit of a up and down race, but still being out one car today. I think that's a pretty good thing to take home. Looks like you're starting to learn a couple things.
Yeah, learning a couple things or two. It was like what I've expected to actually learn. I'm trying to get used to it, get to getting better, and yeah, I'm gonna try to make sure I get used to it. Most of all, overall good. Overall, congratulations to Jackson for the win, and well deserved win on his end. And yeah, um, not much else to say, but I'm just gonna try practicing more.
All right. So is there anything leading up to the next couple of races for you?
Just practice. Practice makes perfect at this point. I'll try to practice the next couple races a bit more and try to get used to it. And then hopefully by then, hopefully by the end of the season, and that I'll probably be a bit better. No guarantee, but hopefully, hopefully we'll end the season but and off with a banger.
All right. So we got the Fox bodies up next, as well as the stock I4. You think you'll be turning out for that one? You there?
You're here. Yeah.
All right. All right. So again, our schedule as it follows. Up next at 3 p.m. we got AASC and stock I4. The stock I4s will be the first one. They're actually going to be doing a 25 lap feature. AASC doing 30. It's a little mix up. There's so many features again, but I remember that 25 laps for the stock I4s, 30 for the thoughts bodies. Make sure to turn out for that one. It's 100 to win the stock I4s, 150 to win ASC. And then right after that at 4 p.m., which I'm more than certain that will be done by then, we'll be off to either in the SNGP side, we'll be doing Formula Micro practice, or Jackson Cook's Outlaw Late Model Tour, the actual points race going on today at Wasu. So make sure to see you guys there. It's gonna be a pretty cool set of races. That's the rest of the schedule. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully we'll see you guys in the upcoming back-to-back racing.